Austin music artists did have we do have, and did back in the 70s when it started, did have a very tight little community. I depended on them a lot because, like I said, I'd been a history major and I hadn't really taken any art courses. So it was my colleagues that really taught me art. And those colleagues essentially were Jim Franklin, Michael Priest, Guy Juke, Bill NEREM, Henry Gonzalez, Sam Yates, Gary McElhaney, and a few others. We had a studio that Michael Priest founded called Sho-nuff Studios. Sho-nuff being a very positive Southern phrase indicating that I will do that, or it will be done. Sho-nuff, sure enough, Sho-nuff. And it was spelled S-H-E-A-U-X-N-O-U-G-H. And anyway, we produced the bulk of the music posters for the 70s and the early part of the 80s there. Michael Priest founded the studio, and Guy Juke, also known as D. White, and I sort of formed the cohort of the studio with other artists joining us later, coming and going. The Austin Chronicle, when it first started up, was in our midst because we had a copy camera and they needed one. And once again, sharp stick and a rock technology as far as imaging goes. We were, you know, about a half a dozen or more artists as fish in a very small pond. And there weren't that many jobs around initially, but we managed to take jobs without stepping on each other's toes too much. So we remained friends, colleagues more than competitors. And that kind of defined the Austin music artists back in the day, before a lot of other people joined us. And we're still friends to this day. Unfortunately, about half of us have passed on. Ken Featherston, Jack Jackson, Bill NEREM, Henry Gonzalez, and lately here, Michael Priest. And I have to say something about Michael. Michael was one of the titans of the Austin music artists. Jim Franklin was the titan. He's done more, done it in the most different ways, and done it for the longest period of time. So he started out in the 60s, and of course Jim was the one that came up with the concept of the armadillo as a Texas icon and an institution.